I'm here with Keith and Renee, and we found a couple of cars that look like they're matching, but yet they're not. But wow, pretty cool cars. I think we'll start out with Keith here. Tell us a little about your cars because, first of all, the colors, choices are vibrant. They kind of just excite and ignite as you walk by.
Well, it's a lime green. It's close to an original color from 1971. I always loved the color. I had another Barracuda back in the 80s. It was the same color. After I wrecked that in a bad accident, I sold everything. After we got married, I restored one at work, and I said, I got to get one.
Yeah, it gets in your blood, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was gone. And then working on this car at work, it got me back into it.
Now let's talk about the car. When you first got it, did it take a lot of work?
Yeah, 8 years worth. Yeah, and a lot of green.
Yeah, a lot of green, and it's still green. Now the motor. What about the motor? You have to redo the motor?
Yeah, it's not the original motor. The original motor was a slant six. It's a 440 big block, two fours on a cross ram, approximately 500 horsepower.
And so you have a stick in it, or automatic?
Automatic. Manual shift though. You have to shift it.
So when you take off, it's got a lot of snap.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the matching car, because you probably built both, if I'm thinking right here. But come on over here now. Do you drive the other car?
Yes, I do.
And what is?
It's a 1971 Dodge Challenger.
And are you happy with it?
Oh, yes.
It's a great color.
Yes.
Can they see you coming?
Yes, they can. No problem with that.
Now, did you pick the color?
Yes, I did.
And Keith, you just said, "Oh man, this is great. She's into it. We're going, man."
Well, I like the green, and when I was trying to pick the accent color for mine, she said, "What about purple?" And I just shook my head saying, "No way." And until I did some spray outs, and it was like, wow, they actually go together. And 2 months after this came out, finally, we found hers. And hers originally was yellow, and I wanted to redo it yellow, and she was standing there shaking her head going, nope, it's going to be purple. No.
Well, and you know what? That purple now, that is a beautiful color, and the green is so outstanding on it. Is that, what color purple is it?
It's just a purple metallic that I found in the chip book. It's a lot darker than the original. They had it a purple back then too, but it doesn't stand out like this one does.
Well, you did a great job, right down to the springs. I mean, everything,
Yeah. Well, everything has to be painted, that way it lasts.
Sounds like you did the painting.
Yeah, I did. I did everything except the artwork on the wings.
We are here, and boy, one of the things you need when you're going to think automobiles and a lot of neat cars, you might need a good friend who's a banker. And we ran into some friends of ours here from PNC Bank, Jim Jones and Becky. And let's talk to Becky first. I know we're going to talk about how easy it is to do business with PNC, but Becky, you came in style tonight to fit right in with all the cars. Tell us what you're driving.
I'm driving a 69 Camaro convertible that absolutely loved it, so I had to buy it.
Now, when you say you absolutely loved it, that's putting it mildly. This car looks like it doesn't have a scratch on it. I mean, how do you find a car like that, first of all? I mean, did you just kind of stumble on it?
I actually found it in Hemmings Motor News, and the person I bought it from was from the area, and he was absolutely, I would call him the Camaro encyclopedia because he knew everything about cars, so it was the perfect purchase.
So, Becky, when you found it, did it look like this?
Yes. Very good, taken care of excellently. Everything was right down to spec.
The interior looks perfect.
And this is the original interior.
And it's a 327?
Yes.
And, it's got the little scoop on the hood and everything?
It's actually not the original hood. The original hood was a flat hood. Everybody just looks better of the cowl induction hood. And
this
so
is a convertible.
To go with it.
Convertible, right?
Yes.
Top down once in a while.
Oh, absolutely.
Now,
and it's fun.
You work at PNC Bank. I know that PNC Bank contributes a lot to the community in a lot of different ways. Actually, do you work right around the corner here?
I do. I'm down at the South Main Street office, and it's actually a wonderful old building.
Now let's talk to Jim a minute, because Jim, let's talk about PNC, because PNC offers a lot of opportunities. People buy cars, sometimes they fix them up. Maybe they need a little help just to get over the hump, to get some of the money moving. And
Absolutely.
let's talk about it. And what can you do to help people? I know it's easy to work with PNC.
Absolutely. Actually, one of the things that PNC has done over the last few years has streamlined the process as far as their loans go, the products, not as complicated as years past. But and we're actually saturated in the Warren County area. So we have branches in Phillipsburg, Washington, Greenwich Township, and pretty much Belvedere. So you're not going to go too far without finding a PNC branch.
Now, whether you're buying a home, a car, or maybe if you own a business, you work with all that?
Absolutely. Well, actually, my specialty is business banking in the Warren County area. But we do lending on the personal side as well for home loans, like you mentioned, as well as business loans, managing accounts, investments, retirement funds, things of that nature.
Well, you know, one of the things you look for with a bank is ease of getting to it. And like you said, you are saturated in this area. You know, when people watch this, we want to encourage them to come into PNC because, as you said, it's just a friendly, easy environment.
Absolutely. One of the things that I love about the organization that I work for, PNC Bank, is we have a great group of people. Not only is the organization a well-oiled machine, but the people are really, really great.
Now, you said you work with business. Is it small business, big business, any type business?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Pretty much, I like to consider myself all things business. So whether it's the small business guy who's just getting started or it's the big company that's already established, we generally have something that fits everyone's needs, whether you're large, small.
There are a lot more instruments today to do that, isn't there? I mean, there's so much available. If someone is starting a business or getting started or maybe continuing on or expanding, today you have ways of helping them maybe that you didn't have before.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a great small business administration department, which helps our people that are just starting out. They might not have the experience in business, but they have great ideas and a great location, which is one of the things I always say in business is location, location, location. So we have programs to help them as well as programs for people that are bringing in new employees. We have a great funded program with, you know, if you hire so many different people, it's beneficial for you in your lending and the way your accounts and stuff, things are structured like that. So it's very good. We have a pretty good array of products to offer.
You sound like a very sharp guy, and I know I would want to do business with you. And, you know, we want to encourage people watching. They can come into PNC. They can probably go in and ask for you or whatever, and you'll get in touch with them.